Okay, back to walking, I guess. Okay, so we have a queen, which is 1, and a knight, not a knight, a castle that is 7. This says Olive from Photolab borrowed a shovel and wrench. So I need a shovel and a wrench, or at least a shovel. So I need to get into the Photolab somehow. And yeah, my voice is kind of bad, just a little bit.
You said it's not from overusing it. Is it just because you're sick? In which case, you need more sleep.
So it's definitely because I'm sick. What does it say on the back? Drawer.
Drawer.
So, the garden shed. So there should be something in here that I can use it for, right? Nope, that's not crouch. I was playing Phasma earlier.
For a chest locked in a car across the city.
Really? Just maybe? Oh, yeah. Found in the mansion's garden shed. You're right, there was the moss dude, the inspector. He had a
Actually, I was just totally making that up, but if it is true, then kudos to me. But
right? Like, why is that in the garden shed? Because it's...
Why is anything anywhere?
It's true.
Because everybody in this town died a horrible death.
Not everybody, just...
Everybody died.
Most everybody.
Look, there's nobody here except you and the creepy lady that is true. This is stalking you.
That is true.
Everybody else died.
Okay, this is probably not. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, get a pry bar and jam it in there.
Okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. That does not work either. Okay.
Look, somebody left a car there. It's probably been abandoned for years. You are totally within your rights to force it open.
So, mansion key found in the mansion garden shed. It's for the attic. So let's just go to the attic.
Yeah, let's go to the attic.
Since that's the only place I know where to go right now. Let's see, does this go into the attic? It does. Oh, this is creepy. Okay, good. I could turn on the light. Let's see, what's in here? A dustpan. Giant picture. A clock that says 2:20. It's not 2:30, it's 2:20 something, like 2:27 maybe. I don't know why that would matter. Tea time. Okay, secret safe instructions. You insert the clock key, set the time, and then you turn the key. Tea time. Oh, there's a thingy somewhere that mentions when tea time is. I don't see anything else. Is this really salt and pepper shakers? No, these are weird medicine bottles.
I know.
Okay, let's go down. There's a downstairs attic. Oh, I can just unlock it from here. Cool. That is so weird that you can get into the attic from... I guess this is the garage.
I guess that's not terribly surprising.
Okay, why are a bunch of bottle caps interesting?
Look, some kids collect them.
Just bottle caps. And then all the bottles. Okay. Whose journal is this? You can read.
I didn't feel well today. This should have been you. He didn't feel well either. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be the one to hang out with Trisha.
So this is Derek.
Mom says she feels better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this.
And 3.
Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way if it was me. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. I wish Scott was busy every day. Today, Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well.
So that was around the time when he was looking into his past. A well-cleaned grill fork. Woo! So exciting.
Either the guy was very conscientious about his tools, or he never used it.
Or he did use it, and then you cleaned it off.
That's why he's very conscientious about his tools.
Oh, good. I don't have to open that up. Okay, so there was I was going to say there's nothing in here, but... Ooh! Items needed for the barbecue. Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush. Why is the grill brush on there twice? And why do we care?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Is there a reason I can pick this up and take a look at it?
It'd make a great murder weapon. Actually, that's a lie. That'd make a terrible murder weapon.
Yeah. I mean, it
It'd
could
make a great back scratcher.
I don't know why I'm supposed to look at it.
The guy's trying to tell you he has an itchy back.
Yeah, I can't pick it up or anything. Well, I can't keep it. Do I have to put stuff over here? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, there's the grill brush in there and it won't let me take it. It won't let me take that. I don't know why I need to know any of that. Okay. Tea time.
So, is there a tea room or?
There is a tea room, and that's where the clock is.
Excellent.
I'll go up there.
Do we have the clock key?
I think it's already. I already put in the clock. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. No. Okay. I think there's a piece of paper right here that mentions tea time. Okay, not out here. The one over there. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I gotta go over there. I think that was the tea room. But instead of looking for the note in my inventory, I'm gonna look at this. 3:20.
On the dot. If you're late, no tea for you.
No tea for you. Okay, so we need it to be... We did it. Okay, this is from Henry Johnson, who is the doctor.
All right. Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point in beating around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make
It's supposed to be Sofia.
Yeah, you have to make Sofia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add this child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Huh? Why would she be affected? I mean, I guess yeah, it's her husband that's involved in the affair, but I don't.
He wouldn't need her after that.
Is her husband that?
He had an affair. Vivian.
Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here is my answer. I provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Yes, make sure that no one in the mansion ingests any of it.
So this kind of indicates that she killed her mother-in-law.
But why kill the mother-in-law?
The mother-in-law was the one pushing for the boy heir.
Oh.
Or she knew she might have also known something.
How much have I missed?
Not much.
Well, in today's episode, not much.
Yeah, not much in today's episode. You I
was here last time, so.
Were you here last time?
Last time, yeah. Pretty sure.
I don't remember you being here. I remember Matt being here.
He showed up at the very end, right? Like,
yeah.
Literally, like, the very end? Yeah, I was there.
Okay. I guess I can add Craig now. Both of you say now recording.
Now recording.
Not gonna lie, whenever you do that, I know exactly where to start whenever I do my recordings. So I just have to listen for Craig to join, and then I know where to add you. Okay, we're gonna go to the secret area. The secret playground area. Oh, I thought that mailbox. Gosh,
Does it
I
have
thought...
the super slide?
No.
I must be thinking of a different secret playground.
Yes. This definitely does not have a slide. Can I go this way? Okay, public hunting area. Was this the one where I can get underneath it?
No. Are we chill with hints?
Yes. I was gonna go see if this key opens up something in the lodge, like the bedroom.
Which one? The garden shed key?
The one that was in the chest in the church.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
However, in the mansion you just came from,
yeah,
it looks like it looks like the garden shed key that you got unlocks a drawer in Trisha's room.
Of course it does. I'm just going back and forth all over. Yep, cool. Yay, the water heater. Diary, Scott's diary. Okay, 1994. The Hidden Truth. Oh dear. Okay.
Brian, you got this?
Yeah, Brian, can you read it, please? My voice is gone.
Let's see. Guy or girl?
Guy. Scott.
On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I'd hoped it would be her Valentine's Day present, but I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere, and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's third suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would commit suicide, but I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of ER and he's recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sofia. She was a hard-working young lady with a great personality. She has a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. The child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian, and after that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life, and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal.
So that means it's not Scott who is the illegitimate child. It's Vincent who is somewhere.
So the whole goal was so the whole purpose we're here is to find out who killed Sophia?
No,
Think
Vivian.
so?
Or was it somebody else?
Well, actually, I guess if it was to figure out who killed Sophia, we literally just saw. We just read who did it. So
No,
Right.
it's Vivian. We need to find out who killed Vivian.
Ah.
I do not have a cross. Okay. And I don't think there's any crosses in any of these things. Okay, interesting. Okay, making sure. Okay, up we go. So back to the mansion. We're going to take a look at Trisha's room.
okay.
So I wonder if this is the well that she hit her head on.
I mean, how many wells can there be in one little town? Okay, and probably quite a few, but
So Andrew is the crazy man. And he talks about... Okay, so here's the thing. Vincent went away. I don't know if he actually really knows Vincent. Father Calvin took Vincent potentially away to the orphanage, and if that's the case, then it is still Scott. If it isn't, then I don't know. Trisha's room is over here. Okay.
Left and a right from the tea room.
Mm-hmm. Did you just say a left and a right from the tea room?
Yeah, you exit the tea room, take a left, walk a little bit, take a right.
and then ta-da! You're there.
Her room is literally right over
Congratulations.
here. Oh, right here. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you feel lonely. Dorothy. Yay, we can go to Dorothy's place. No, open it. Open. I need it. Pick it up.
It's like we
Are you
respect
sure
Dorothy's.
you want that key? The cross. Hey.
Please hold on to this. Someday I will tell you everything. Oh, and her diary. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't
Yeah, let
want
me
me
read
to
it.
be near Scott. You want to read it?
Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me being near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott is in? Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Is that why Father Matthew also forbade us from seeing each other? Don't they know we're in love? Last night, Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I feel so miserable. Oh. Scott asked me if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to be sure about it. Who'd spread a rumor about my family? At dinner, I asked Mom if I had ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room, hungry. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. How could Mom fire Scott? That is so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him. And why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him, and I don't even know why. I found it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I couldn't find him. I searched everywhere, inside and outside the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared, as if he had been in here the whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about.
I wonder. Okay. Well, now we can go open up the secret room that we just found.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, gosh. Okay, and back down we go. Why would you sleep in here? Oh, wait, this is the bed, because there's no bed up there. Who killed my mother?
Ooh.
Why was she killed? It's Trisha. Okay. Bernard's house, the old sewer entrance, Dorothy's house, Andrew's house. There's a time capsule, but we need to get in here. Birdhouse? Derek and Wanda's house. So we've been everywhere except the old sewer entrance and Dorothy's house. And whatever the birdhouse is. I don't even know if I could get there. Okay, so we've got Magdalene. Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sofia. She really wanted to find Sofia. Oh, here we go. Charles, he's my father. Question. Charles' wife. Bernard, the mansion butler. Father Calvin, he saved me. Couldn't be him because he brought him to the orphanage. He was in Indonesia at the time, so that's his dad. I love, the pictures are all pretty good, and then you got Trisha, and you're like, there's something wrong with her. Andrew, mansion gardener. Wanda, maidservant. Derek, he was 6 years old at the time, couldn't be him. Dr. Johnson killed Magdalene. Yep. Dorothy, she loved and took care of Sofia when she was pregnant. Yep, true. I found out who killed my mother.
Ooh. Let's read the rest of it.
Yeah, I think he stopped. Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. Okie-dokie.
Okay.
VHS. 246 hours.
Put it in.
It won't even let me pick it up.
Oh.
Why is it like letting me pick things up and I can't do anything with them?
So many sharp objects.
Roberts Estate
and security
tapes. So I wonder.
Wasn't there a missing?
There was a missing tape. Yeah. Here's a pattern on the baby's blanket.
Is there? I guess there's a moon.
Yeah. So his baby blanket.
I would have thought that was like covered, like part of the drawn over the picture after the picture was taken.
No. It's a music box key. So his baby blanket does look like that. Oops. Okay. Who wants to be Scott?
All right, Brian.
All right. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Guy or girl?
Guy.
Should I bother?
It's a guy.
I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There is no room for whatever questions I had left, and then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. Didn't bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am. Now I feel everything's falling apart. Andrew
Sometimes
came
the
to
truth does not set you free.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. A month has passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her, if she's done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we can't be together anymore. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked what I was doing, I began crying. Tears just flowed down my cheeks. Checks. I cried and I cried. I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. Told him that I know that Charles was my father. I confessed that I now knew Trisha was my half sister. I said I didn't know what to do. He listened and didn't speak.
Every time.
More keys.
This is to the sewer. Old sewer entrance.
Oh, no, not the sewer.
This goes to the mansion. There's doors here.
Don't worry, it hasn't been used in years. It'll just be stale and smell. I'm sure it'll smell great.
I wish I could, like, superimpose them. An old gate key.
Probably
Now
the
we don't
sewer.
have to jump the gate anymore.
What gate? All of a sudden it's like, you can look at anything you want. It does absolutely nothing, but you can look at it. I feel so sad for him. He just lives in here. Okay, I think that's all in here. So, by the way, he can't be the murderer because the E is not wonky. Okay. Old mansion gate key. So, oh, I can get through the gate now where the old lady, this lady was spying on us.
The little note it says seems unused for a long time. How necessary is that? Like, we know that nothing here has been used in years.
It's like, because everybody's dead.
Do we go to the mansion? Do we go to Dorothy's house?
Go to Dorothy's house quickly.
Dorothy's house.
Okay, Dorothy's house.
And hope there's no tornadoes.
So I'm down here on the way to the hospital. I didn't look at the note, the number. 40? 40. Okay, hospital's that way. I'm good. Very interesting house. Aww.
They are in the middle of packing.
Everyone is in the middle
Everyone's
of
in the middle
packing.
of packing, except for their Cheerios. They keep their
Yeah,
Cheerios
true.
out.
It's locked. It's locked.
Very locked.
Okay, Dorothy's diary. Oh goodness, 1975.
Ooh.
Alright. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I'd be willing to stay with Sophia, that he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried, as he should. Everybody seems to want her dead.
Not
Charles
yet.
came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he would be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. As for Sophia's growing belly, when the time comes, I'm to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I don't think that would work, though. Silly Charles. Sophia is 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy, and she feels hopeful for the future. Oh, that naive girl. She said it'd be best if the baby is a boy. I can understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be?
Definitely not good things. Scriptures by Reverend Keith. Who's Reverend Keith?
He was the Reverend between
No, it's Calvin.
Matthew and Calvin?
No. And technically they're not reverends. They're pastors and fathers is how they refer to them. Okay, just a bunch of tea.
Haven't seen any Cheerios yet.
It's very
Are we
strange.
sure that they lived here?
Oh, goodness gracious. How are you supposed to get in here to go to the bathroom?
By keeping up with your workouts.
If I don't find any Cheerios, then obviously she doesn't do Cheerios.
She doesn't exist. No.
She's just not a Cheerios person.
Wise?
That's such a shallow bathtub, too. It's so shallow. Like, look at how far the base of the tub goes, like on the outside, as compared to the inside.
Weird.
What?
It needs a very strong base.
Actually, it might be like you put hot coals in at the bottom or something to keep heated up. If it's not a heated one for whatever reason.
No
Maybe
idea.
that's why it's more
to put the
shallow.
coals.
Okay, there's absolutely nothing here that I can do. Because I can't get in here, and that's going to be the only interesting room, and I don't see anything.
Alright, I guess we go to the mansion next.
Making sure. Okay. Okay. And we're going to the mansion to open up the gate.
The longer we go, the music just sounds slightly more, sinister as just up.
Does this lead to the well, you think? So the lady was standing like right here.
Uh-huh.
Weird.
Ectoplasm.
Oh no.
She's a
It's just
ghost.
moss.
We can't cross over that
It
wooden
just
barrier.
molded into the cliffside. So here's the well.
Is that the well where somebody was buried?
It wasn't where she was buried per se.
Oh, she was
let me
dumped?
just crawl down. It's fine.
Was she thrown down here?
Yeah. Very Ring-esque. I'm terrified that someone's gonna cut the rope.
I'm not sure. I think you'll just see someone at the top. Oh, there's something down there.
Yeah. Her locket?
Penny.
Here she lies. 0526? Okay. Phew.
Check the walls.
No.
No?
I don't think there's gonna
You
be
don't think there's a
anything.
secret don't think there's a secret
None of them
brick.
are standing out as if they're, a secret, right? But then again, none of the actual secret stuff has stood out in any way, like they do in most games. So
Can I just say that this is a pathetic well?
It's a
yeah,
dried
that's
out
such
well.
a tiny well.
There better not be someone up there because there's no way I'm going to be able to get out if they cut the rope. You just see a hand creep over the edge and cut it.
Don't worry, Sarah. Nobody can do it. Everybody's dead.
Okay, I made it out. Okay. Down to the bottom of the well, something is etched on the back. Ugh. Okay.
0526.
M to S? What on earth does that mean?
Wait, what?
At the bottom.
From somebody to Sofia.
Oh,
Matthew
M?
to Sofia?
That doesn't make sense. M. Margaret?
Magdalene?
I don't know.
Seems more like a gift that a guy gets a girl.
But nobody's name has an M.
Father Matthew?
Will it let me fall in? No. Father Matthew's a priest, though, and...
And that means anything why?
Okay, then. Well, I guess if we want, we can go find sewer entrances.
Do you know where one exists?
There's supposed to be an old sewer entrance really nearby, yeah.
Okay. Do we have a shovel yet?
No, I haven't found the key to get into the photo lab.
Ah.
Oh, dude.
It's really close to here, I think, somewhere. Here it is. Oh boy.
Wow, even the footsteps changed.
Hello.
That's more that's the cabin's toilet, considering how far removed it is from anything else.
I'm pretty sure I can unlock
Open it.
that.
You got a crowbar, right?
No. I have a Slim Jim.
That's as good as a crowbar, right?
No, it really is not. I hate the music. Gotta make sure there's nothing in there. Okay. Something's gonna jump out at me and I'm gonna scream. Ah! Okay.
Bolt it from the other side, so reach your hand through the bars.
Right?
Unbolt it.
Well, we're only a detective. We're not a puzzle solver.
We're not even a detective, we're just a, investigative journalist.
Oh. Yeah, we're an investigative journalist. We're not a puzzle solver.
It's not like we're Nancy Drew. Come on now.
Yeah.
This is where I came from.
It's locked.
Why are they all locked? Oh my gosh, I can't go anywhere.
Couldn't some of them have just been rusted a bit so you could just kick it open?
It would have to be severely rusted, I think, for that to work. Oh, this one opens. Cool.
Oh, there's one.
Is this the door that was
one has
bolted?
a grate over it.
Oh, what?
This is a blue door.
Where does this put me? In the hospital?
Hospital.
What?
Been here before?
No, this is the morgue?
What's glowing in that room? Okay, that was a little worrisome for... Yeah, it's a morgue. Oh.
And here's where you find the entire town.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these lying out and about? Why are these x-rays and IDs lying out?
Right?
I
Okay.
called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sofia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion. A sort of birthday gift for her.
Oh, yeah, that
And
could be the locket Father Matthew to Sophia, because he said that he told them that she was his sister, but I don't think she was.
Mm-hmm.
In puzzle, Sofia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of building exterior. The clues, when put together, would point to her the location of her gift. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite places: Anne's courtyard, bridge, over by the stream, by garden gate, by
The
gate
gate
entrance,
entrance.
and post office. Post office? Why was the what?
Post office? Letters?
Why would someone like the post office? He and I are the same reason. And where can I find Matthew's favorite place?
Like,
Wait, why
maybe
is
like
he-
post office to get
I
either
don't
because
know
of the
what-
postman or...
I don't know why I am trying to find their favorite places. I am a creeper, but that is beside the point.
Okay, so this is 1997. This is 2 years after the deaths of everybody.
Mm.
I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I've had my doubts whether Scott
Oh, is this
really-
Moss?
Huh?
This might be the other detective, the Moss dude.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a doctor. That's how I was going.
I know. It's okay. Keep reading. I didn't look at the wallet yet.
Right, whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. I still don't know if this anonymous person is man or woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler, because the butler always did it. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today I received key in mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? I've searched everywhere, read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much. But would he have really killed Vivian? There's something about his entries that make me pause and wonder if he was indeed a murderer. I have photographed all the pages.
Hey, us too.
Yes, it is the detective dude.
Did he die?
Most likely. Hey, look, BH. And the briefcase key.
We don't get his car keys.
No, we broke into his car.
No, but cars still sell the car.
Could get rich off that.
So the fact that his stuff is in the morgue, was this like his base of operation?
I guess, but why would
Maybe.
he
I
make
mean,
his
like,
base-
there's all these papers pulled out as well. So, like, I kind of want to say, yeah.
The janitor's closet? Yeah, right, that's the
there's gonna be
janitor's
something in
closet.
there. I mean, yeah, maybe. Oh wait, this is storage.
The janitor's closet, that's Give me a hammer. The janitor's
we
closet
can
was
open
where
all.
the sewer entrance was. Electrical room.
Oh,
Yay, finally, I've got power.
we can see at last. Yes, we can. Okay. The music has changed. Well, the ambiance has changed. I guess it's not really music; it's ambiance.
Yeah, it's normal creepy music. Or the hotel creepy music.
Does the elevator work?
No.
Oh. Okay, we've been here before.
Yes, so... I don't remember. Is his briefcase in the car? Was it in the bedroom?
Can't hurt to check.
It's either in his car or in the bedroom. And then... Bernard's. We can go to Bernard's place. Nope. This one? Yeah. Okay, here's Bernard's house. He's got a bunch of weapons and he's missing like half of it.
Oh.
Okay, I can't unlock that yet. I can finally use for fixing broken drawers, hammer, or pull out nails. Ooh, a bloody knife. Ooh. A serrated blade. There's dried bloodstains on it.
Take picture. Murder weapon.
It won't let me pick it up. There we go. Can I pick up the nails? No.
Oh, you should probably see if there's anything in them.
Oh, I've already been here.
Oh, okay.
I just
We're
didn't.
just opening them for the fun of it.
Yeah. And I won't know the code for that.
What's that on the ground next to the door? Oh,
it's a dart. One of the darts fell off, but I don't know where it went. Supposedly, I don't know where it went, so I can't possibly deduce what the number is. Okay. Let's see if I can open this door.
Yeah.
Okay, his bedroom. Another diary! Yay! Okay, Bernard.
All right, Brian, you got this.
The hospital gave me pills, and are supposed to help fight depression. I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. It's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Now that I know that my dizziness comes from these pills. Now I know that my dizziness comes from these pills. Pills don't seem to work anymore. Doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet.
Talking.
I stopped taking the medication.
So he might have an obsession with Vivian?
Just maybe.
Not bad. Oh gosh.
Okay. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to just be for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy, and I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. Next page. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asks what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly I am just happy to be with her. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They then entered the apartment together. Who is he? This is the 6th time I've followed Vivian. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who is she? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me.
So she dies in the next couple weeks, like 2 weeks after this.
I think we
That
may have
is-
found a suspect.
It's definitely leaning towards him.
He's got a bloody knife that he didn't clean off for some reason.
Maybe he was keeping it as a memento if it has her blood on it.
That would be really creepy. So it might
Or
be that.
someone is framing him, or any number of things. Okay, close. Let me through.
I don't.
What's with the light coming from the shower? Is it to the left? In the back of it? It looks like it's a door. The back wall.
Hey.
Okay.
We already looked in here. Okay. I
I
don't
guess
think
that's
there's
it in
anything
here.
else in here. It's definitely looking a lot like him.
Yeah.
What else do we have? I don't know where the briefcase is. Don't know where the music box is. We can go take a look at, like, the post office.
Yeah.
And I
Post
can also
office was
go
like the
to...
second place we looked when you first started, I think, right?
Do what?
That was like the second place we looked after we started the game.
I don't think I could actually get into the post office or anything, so no.
Ah.
But it has a sign saying, post office here. So this is the church. I don't want to figure out where she's
Was that
meeting
his
up
car
with the
or
dude.
your car? Like you can check it real quick for the briefcase.
There's nothing. That wasn't the dude's car. That's his car.
Okay.
Okay, where's the sign for the post office? I don't know what to do. Oh, wait. This is
Oh.
his car.
Okay.
I don't know what that other car was. Darn.
Try the other keys you've got, just for the heck of it.
Whose house is this? Oh, this is the inn.
Hotel.
Let me try going upstairs and look in his bedroom. See if he left his briefcase there. He did.
Oh, sweet.
Why would he have a room all the way over here, but then...
The code for
Oh.
Charles' safe is Vincent's birthday. How could I not have thought of that? 7741.
Sheriff James. Check his file.
Okay, so what is 7741 supposed to be? Because that's not the birthday.
Well, year, month, day?
Autopsy report of Andrew Reed?
Pronounced dead at the
Burns.
scene. Punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or a small knife. So he could have been
Who's
killed.
Andrew Reed?
He's the crazy man who helped cover up the fact that Sofia died.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Henry Johnson. He's the doctor. Victim's lungs do not contain water, which shows he didn't drown.
So
Sure.
possibly exact same thing. Sharp object with
Yeah.
strong force.
Essentially, he died from blood loss.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andrew Reed died June 9. He died July 14.
Oh.
Vivian died July 21st. Here we go. No one was ever like, oh yeah, she died because of... there's like nothing. 12
Strong
centimeter
force
wide,
is sharp
7
object.
centimeter deep crack found on the right side of the head. Impact caused by strong force with a sharp object.
Lacerations on front torso and back sides of both forearms. That doesn't sound good.
And,
So
and
is
now we
that
know...
the 7741? No. I don't get it.
So there's supposed to be, you can see all of the points, so you can calculate the points so you can figure out how to get into what's his face's stuff.
Okay.
I don't really want to figure out the numbers or how to calculate that, though.
I can do that. I just need to see them.
No, there's like a specific book that you have to read to tell you how to do the numbers.
Really? Isn't
Yeah.
it just like the inner ring? Like, you have the outer ring, which doubles it if you get it on that. The inner ring, which it triples the points, and then...
Sometimes there's other rules. Where is the other rules book? I thought it was supposed to be in here. No. No.
Okay, do you want to hint on where to go next?
Yes.
Okay, the hospital.
Locked toolbox. Use! Okay, so there's a toolbox in here, apparently. Darn.
Hammer fixes everything.
It should.
Solves all of our problems.
Okay. So you're saying I have to go to the hospital and not Derek's place, or...
Well, you might have to go to Derek's place later, but the hospital has something there. So at the hospital, there's apparently a room that requires a key card,
Oh.
and you have a key card for Dr. Johnson, I believe.
How
You
have I
might.
not noticed?
But previously you weren't able to get into it because the power was out. But the power is now on.
Oh. And
Oh.
here's the post office, but I can't get in.
Her favorite place.
And it's closed.
But he said it was like on the outside.
Can you unlatch those boards with a hammer?
Probably not.
Oh,
No.
maybe. Well, okay, no, if there's no indication on the one sis.
Okay, hospital. Where's the hospital? Okay, so where's the room?
To the right, straight ahead. Somewhere. I believe it's on the first floor. Here, let me...
I'm all turned around now.
Alright, let me... Alright, past reception, left into the hallway. Just beyond the nursing counter is an office with a card slot.
Vivian.
Alright, Brian.
Dear Henry Johnson.
I would like to thank you for your contributions to the Painscreek Community Hospital and the people of Painscreek for the past 2 decades. However, there have been reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for PCH, most of which come from the Roberts Relief Fund. This support was meant to help with the purchases of medical equipment and supplies. Since a sum of nearly $160,000 has been estimated missing, we have no other choice except to open an investigation. Until you are able to explain the discrepancies between your accounting and ours, we have no choice but to suspend all funding for the hospital for the time being. I will be meeting you and your accountant to solve these issues so we may continue to support the hospital's needs. Sincerely, Vivian Roberts.
Yep, knew about that.
Henry, I just received a letter from the NMB investigation firm regarding the use of the RRF funds. I need you to call me. Henry, we really need to talk. Please call back. What's going on, Henry? Why aren't you returning my calls? This is really important.
Come on, Henry, pick up!
203. Okay. Henry, don't know if it's a joke. You said, I don't know if it's a joke that you sent me the threat letter, but if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind all of it. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sofia's death, nothing more.
Whoa.
Fax it tomorrow? I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one, come alone. So this is the same person who messaged the detective because it's got the wonky E. All the E's are wonky.
Yeah. Oh, we should take that typewriter that had that half-finished message.
It didn't.
Yeah, I know who the killer is, whatever. Did it have a wonky E?
It didn't.
It did not.
Okay.
I have not managed to find a wonky E. It's like, yes, you can open up every single one of these if you would like.
Would you like to?
Okay, so I have a code 203. So let's go upstairs.
Room 412.
Where's the staircase? Okay, 201.
201.
203.
Okay. For half a second, I thought it was going to be occupied.
Okay, who's this? 1995, July 27. This is... No. Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Go ahead.
Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her... On hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, Tricia collapsed. The hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they've suggested that she should stay here for another few days. We'll be in touch. Bye. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. It rained today. Trisha has always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there, she mutters Scott's name out loud. She's cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this.
So this is probably Dorothy.
Charles visits Trisha almost every day. Today, he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden, he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year. He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I didn't know anything, but was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. Oh, okay, so it's all right for Charles to have an affair, but not... Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it may be more like, don't stress her out.
Sheriff Howard came today. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I've already told him everything I know. It's frustrating to be asked over and over about the things that I just want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott was not the killer, then who killed Vivian?
That is the question.
Derek came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda was more than he expected. Even with Charles' help, he's been forced to use up most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly sides of the world. His mother is hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend Trisha like this pains him. I don't know what to tell him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?" I wished I had never heard that. Wow, what a jerk.
Huh. Wow.
Okay, I think that's probably goes to Dorothy's room. Scott Brooks' body found by Jogger with multiple stab wounds to the heart. So November 17 is when he died.
Oh.
Well, November 17 is when it's published. He died a little bit before that, presumably.
So November 16.
So what
Between
if
1 and 3 a.m.
What if Bernard is the one who did this one? What if Bernard didn't kill Vivian, but Bernard killed Scott because he thought Scott killed Vivian?
I don't know.
Ooh, possibly, yeah. I can see that.
4 to 6 hours
questions have been raised in
prior.
regards to the murder
1
of
to 3
Vivian Roberts,
a.m.
of which Scott Brooks was the key suspect of.
It's okay.
So at that point in time, Scott was the key suspect.
Yes, he was the key suspect, and they were battling charges.
Mm-hmm. He had Cheerios.
He had Cheerios. See, the Cheerios return. I hate this so much. Okay. Happily ever after.
Aww.
Wait, what's the number on it? Is that important at all?
503?
On the left side of it?
I have no idea.
Probably
Aw,
not.
I feel bad for Trisha.
Yeah.
Lots of storybooks.
Oh, sure, William Shakespeare's a storybook.
The Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book. Poetry. The Return of the Native. The Return of the Native. She must have really liked that one.
Huh.
Oh, okay, fine.
Occupied.
Acabado.
No, worry, we can get into the sewers. We can go into the...
Okay, so we can go back to Dorothy's house.
Okay, I just gotta say, if I was this detective, then by this point I would be like totally suspecting that I was gonna get killed.
You'd be suspecting what?
Call in a friend.
I'd be suspecting that I'd be killed next.
Yeah, right?
This is like just being all by yourself in this town, hearing about how everybody's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, maybe this isn't your first time around the block. Maybe you've got a hold of your own knife.
Okay, and there was okay, at the mansion, there is, you can open it up by using his birth date.
Yeah, I want to say Vincent.
It's like May 5th something or other.
We can just put in like May 3rd and then start from like 85 and just keep going up.
May 3rd, 1985. Okay,
Sweet, 85.
so where are we going? Dorothy's house. Town center, Black Pine. I'm all turned around. Okay, so to get to the hospital, gotta go this way. Gosh, she's right by the hospital sign. Okay, open. Okay, it's her bedroom. A pendant of Mother Mary. Okay.
Why does everybody have so many different journals?
So Scott was released from prison October.
What was he in prison for?
Suspected of killing Vivian.
Oh, I thought he was killed before that.
No, that's in
okay.
November. This is October.
Fair. Okay.
Who wants to read, or should we just quickly skim?
Right. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There's a lot of tension here in Painscreek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. Charles is drinking again. He couldn't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her. Trisha should not have been discharged from the hospital at this point. She still needs help in rehabilitation. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked Scott why he's avoiding Trisha. Scott didn't say anything. He just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. It's sad to see what's happening to them now. They used to be such good friends. Oh my gosh, Scott was killed? Trisha's been going crazy ever since Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night. Here and there she'll ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. No one seems to know how to answer without agitating her condition. Trisha is finally being admitted to the hospital for another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I've asked for his permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. I think Charles appreciates my help.
So at some point, she dies. Ah, here we go. She's pronounced dead at 7:20.
Dead. What killed her?
Oh, she fell off the balcony. Blood was flowing from her head.
She's the one.
She's walking around the hospital at 6:30. She headed to the roof. A few minutes later, her body was found on the ground 3 floors below.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I'm assuming they ruled it as suicide. Okay, so this is Sofia's box. We have...
I really can't blame them for thinking that it's suicide.
Yeah.
Do we think it's suicide?
No. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Okay, this is Sophia's stuff. 1975. So this is Matthew to her.
Dear Sophia, how have you been? I hope everybody is treating you well at the mansion. It's been 6 months since my missionary work started here in Indonesia. Life here is hard but meaningful. I thought my life at the orphanage was miserable, but after coming here I realized I am blessed more than I could ever imagine. I'm supposed to be back in 1 week's time, but I recently decided that I'll be extending my stay here for another 6 months. I haven't received any letters from you for a while now. I hope you're doing well. Remember the time we were at the orphanage you said that you don't want to be poor anymore? I think God heard your call and brought you to Painscreek.
Yeah, they were orphaned. They were at the orphan together.
Charles and Vivian told me they were glad I introduced you to them. They said you were a hardworking person with a kind heart, and that us being related was not the reason they hired you. You got the job based on your own merit. I did not know whether or not to tell them we were not actually cousins. I feel bad for lying to them. I guess I'll have to tell them the truth someday. Having said that, I'm glad you are in Painscreek. We can talk and meet any time, just like the good old days at the orphanage. I'll do my best here. I hope you can wait for me. Best regards, Matthew Brooks. P.S. I have prepared a special present for your birthday. Wait for my telegram that day.
Okay.
I know some people don't like me. Wanda always picks on me, and Bernardo ignores me most of the time. Andrew, well, he's okay as long as I'm not in his garden. Dorothy cares a lot for me, though. I like her. Tom, our security guard, treats me with respect, even though I'm just a housemaid. Vivian and Charles are kind to me. Oh, and Matthew, too. I almost forgot about him. He's been taking care of me forever, certainly as long as I can remember, and yet I nearly forgot about him. I'm a lucky girl. Matthew talks to me whenever he has time. Sometimes I feel he's trying to escape his chores at the church. We'll talk about everything under the sun. Our hopes, dreams, futures. It reminds me of our days at the orphanage. Landing a job here as a maid was the best thing that could have happened to me. However, I never imagined I would be having an affair with a married man, let alone my own employer. Now I'm carrying his child. How do I face Matthew? I received a letter from Matthew today saying he'll be extending his stay in Indonesia for 6 more months. That's always been him. He's always had a noble heart, wanting to help people everywhere. I miss him, but I'm glad he's decided to extend his stay there. It'll give me time to prepare how I'll explain my situation to him. I don't know how he'll take it if he just hears the truth blurted out once he gets back.
Yeah, I thought they might like each other a little bit.
I received a telegram this morning from Matthew wishing me a happy birthday. He told me he had a special birthday present prepared for me.
Oh no!
All I needed... What?
Did he propose to her?
All I need to do is to find the clues that he placed in our favorite places. He's waiting for my telegram after I've solved the puzzle. I've actually solved it already, but I don't know what to say to him. What should I do? My birthday was born today at 8:20 a.m., and it's a boy. He looks just like Charles.
Okay, so it's June 1st, not May 3rd. Got it.
Dorothy's taking good care of us. She prepares the food and attends to my needs. I almost feel like I'm her boss. Charles visits me all the time, asking if we need anything else. I told him he didn't have to come so often and to instead focus on work. As a mayor, he must have a lot on his mind. Charles told me today that his mother, Magdalene, will be arriving in 2 weeks. She knows about our relationship. I feel nervous because she's a strict woman. At the same time, I'm happy because she told Charles to take responsibility for me and my son. Soon I won't have to be a maid anymore. Charles has decided to name our child Vincent Roberts. I like that name.
Okay, Oliver Gibson. Yay! I want to express my heartfelt gratitude. You've taken care of my store on so many occasions. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't saddened by your departure. I wish you the best in your new place. Do invite me there once you've settled in. So...
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, this should let us into the photo lab.
Okay, so
Yay.
what's just like a short little what have I missed?
So we found out Vincent's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I have...
And also Father Matthews might have proposed to Sofia.
So he was in Indonesia, and his surprise that he wanted her to find was something. She's like, I already solved it. I just don't know how to answer him because she was pregnant at that point. I want to read Andrew Reed's real quickly.
So wait, I might have missed something. Scott thought that he was.
Yes.
Is Scott Sophia's son?
We don't.
Was his name changed?
It's quite possible. I mean.
Okay.
Okay, is there any other reads? Okay, it wasn't a diary, it was like a letter that I found. Sorry, I'm trying to find. No. I don't know. I'm very confused. Okay, whatever. So we can go to the mansion now. Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
King.
king?
Oh, apparently, you know the code that you found in the briefcase, 7741.
Yeah.
That's the code to the for the filing cabinets in the sheriff's office.
I don't even know if I can get in there. Okay, Charles.
I cannot believe that Scott killed my wife. It's being spewed all over the media. How? Why? He loves Trisha, and I treated him like my own son. It doesn't make any sense. I visited Scott today. I asked him why he would kill Vivian. He didn't answer, but he just looked down at the floor. I wanted to answer so desperately I nearly rattled his neck. Does he even feel any guilt or remorse for what he's done? How can he not say anything? I visited Scott again today, knowing he would be released soon. There just wasn't enough evidence to pin him. He looked thinner than before, but I didn't care. I wanted to know why he killed Vivian. When I asked, he stared at me. I was so angry that I yelled at him. I was about to leave when out of nowhere he said, "I pity the ignorant." The heck does that mean? Got drunk last night at the inn. Scott is now a free man. I think I babbled about how much I despise Scott and what I'd do to have someone get rid of him. Did I really say that? How did I get home anyways? Right. Bernard was with me. He drove me home.
Uh-oh.
First National Bank. Routing number, account number, email.
Study room desk hint. Chess pieces. King/knight, queen, and bishop.
Have we opened up the study room desk? Or not
Nope,
yet?
Apparently not. Okay. And I think that was all right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Being of sound mind. It's the will as of 1975. Should a boy be born, he shall inherit all of the family fortune.
Ooh.
Must be at least 25 years old. The firstborn shall inherit. So, the firstborn child shall inherit 50%. Vincent, born, and Sofia shall be acknowledged as family members. Okay, so essentially, this is the will stating that Vincent gets everything. 100% of everything. Technically, that means that What's-her-face could have killed What's-his-face. Anyways, yeah, I guess we'll leave that here. Yeah, this is me, by the way.
Okay.
And we have to find out who killed Vivian, what was the motive, and what was the murder weapon. Front page photograph for your story.
Wouldn't it be terrible if you forgot to bring your camera?
It would be, but I did.
I'm super confused. Like, so why would Scott not say anything?
No,
Yeah.
depending on who it was, like say if it was Trisha, we'll just say, how's he going to tell him, oh, it was your daughter? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we know it. Like, there are very
The
few
cops.
people that.
Or if it was Bernard, how do you say, it's not me, it's your butler?
Well, then you would say that and then let the cards lie.
Yeah, like, you say something.
Like if it was Trisha, sure, but we know it's not Trisha.
Do we though?
Pretty dang positive.
Pretty sure she wouldn't have been able to do it from the hospital bed.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
for letting
you.
us join you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for helping. It really sped it along.
No problem.
Bye.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.